natural method of growing. So you don't use a plough. The no-dig method is saying that the plough is, and always was, destructive to the soil. But the tractors have simply magnified that process.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not an expert on how this could be the case.
Well,
and all those things.
The thing about the case, the reason
plough,
why is you have the fungal layer underneath, which provides nitrogen for the plants, and when you plough, you rip that up. So you're
So is your concern with the fungi?
No, what I say to these farmers is, you say you can't grow vegetables there, but down the road at Sissinghurst, the National Trust place, where 300,000 people go, and they see this huge sign that's saying 6.6 tons of vegetables off an acre and a half of ground. Now those same farmers who are having livestock, they maybe get 300 kilos off the same area of ground.
Why is it problematic to plough the... Why is it?
Why is it problematic? Because it destroys the fungal layer and monoculture.
Why is that problematic?
Because it means that in monoculture you have to import fertilizers. Also, you have to use a lot of water. Like in America, over 50,
so it creates an imbalance.
Over 50% of water in America is used for agriculture, and most of that agriculture is animal agriculture.
Yeah, that's another thing. Obviously, the Prophet Muhammad sallam, he was telling us, to conserve water as well.
Yeah.
Even when we do ablution and all those things. Yeah. So we share your concerns. I mean, I'm happy that you've actually given us this education, because there's lots of things you've taught me that I did not know before you said them. I guess what I'm saying is, there's a lot of common ground here between what we want to do with the environment and what you guys are already doing. I want to make a proposition for you then, so that we can maybe get something out of this, right? What would be nice, I'm sure a lot of research has already been done. Maybe you can create in bullet point form, right? And obviously, not everyone might agree with what you're saying, but in bullet point form, what you think are the main concerns from an ecological, perspective, right?
Yeah.
Environmental perspective.
Yeah.
So you say, okay, these are what we believe are the main concerns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And what we can do is you can send that to me on email, and we might do something that we can help you, promote that material. If we think, after consulting second parties or whatever, that what you're saying makes sense, then it makes sense for us to promote it as well.
Okay, well there's one thing. There's been environmental lobbying groups that have been going for a very long time. Now, groups like Greenpeace, for example, since 1990...
Not a political party.
No, but an environmental... Well, but they're connected with the environmental lobbying groups. They say that at the first Rainbow Gathering, Greenpeace was established.
Yeah, okay.
So, since 1992 and the Rio Summit, all the emphasis of environmental concern has been on energy and not consumption. And so they've become politicized, these lobbying groups.
Yes.
And their lobbying has not had any avail. So the Extinction Rebellion is something different. It's saying we're not going to engage in advocacy, we're going to engage in non-violent disruption. Now, what I'm asking here is that Extinction Rebellion has been labelled as a white, middle-class, privileged rebellion.
Okay.
But for me, its base should be more than that. And the thing is, a lot of people in Speaker's Corner haven't even heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah,
what I was going to say to you is that, I'll be honest with you, right? From our more ethical perspective, we don't find that unless there are certain things in place that kind of disruption, especially from Muslims, right, would be in our favor.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm talking about.
Look,
all right, so
I know what you're saying.
All right,
but
so what I want to say to you is maybe from our perspective, I'll be frank with you, right?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that you're saying makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
If you say, look, for instance, just raise awareness on these points, that's something potentially we could do.
All I'm asking, I'm not asking, and I'm aware of what you're saying. I used to work for the Refugee Council in the 90s, and in my work with the Rainbow Family, I've been in all sorts of environments. I was out in Bosnia, and I was in squats in Sarajevo, and the people there were saying, oh, I'm not, as a white person coming over here, I'm not necessarily going to listen to you about rainbow gatherings, because it sounds to me like something, a decadent symptom of American culture. But actually, we did have a gathering there, and Muslims and Christians came together. There was a Balkan cafe, And
What are the objectives though?
the objective of the Rainbow Gathering?
Yeah. No,
Well,
like what?
I told you
Yeah.
is to turn the land green again. That was
Okay.
the prophecy. We don't have any scripture.
All right, no
Yeah.
problem.
But-
We want to turn the land green as well.
Yeah, all I'm saying
Just
is
tell us
I
what
would
to do.
like
Right.
people from minorities to at least cover it,
Yes.
to come down with cameras,
So raising awareness.
to have cameras and to show it.
Well,
and
I
then
think we're doing a little bit of that for you
yeah,
right now, isn't it?
yeah, and the people from Extinction Rebellion, on my invitation, because I also have, I'm not a fully signed up member of Extinction Rebellion. I have certain issues around
We don't know. We can't
around their
make
structure and
endorsements
stuff like that.
Stuff, yeah.
But I've invited them to come to Speaker's Corner. So next weekend, people will be coming with jackets with Extinction Rebellion on the back to engage in discussion.
Okay.
And I just find it interesting that having shut down the BBC, we come here, and here it's like outdoor BBC, isn't it? But it's minority voices. And I think it's important that these things are discussed in different forms.
Hopefully, we've been a little bit more, welcoming than the BBC might have been.
No, the BBC pushed us out, and they've got these revolving doors.
Well, we're not going to push you out. All right?
No,
You're our
yes,
guest
okay.
here in this Speaker's Corner.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you very much for that informative session.
Okay, thank you
Yeah,
very much,
thank you very
Mohammed.
much, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can we have a thumbnail with the stick near his face, please? Can we just see the stick one more time? Come on.
This one, yeah, this came from Bosnia,
higher up, yeah, go on.
and like I say, it was used to club animals in Kenya, I believe.
Kenya?
I
Who's Native American?
the Rainbow Gathering is a tradition that comes from Native American, but there was a brother in Bosnia who wrote the Rough Guide to Bosnia, and he gifted this to me on the eve of my partner's birthday. And it's funny because she was brought up in Kenya, so it's a kind of synchronicity there in this gift. And we don't use it for clubbing animals in the Rainbow Gatherings, we use it for communication. So we sit in circle, and each person has a right to speak without interruption.
When they have the stick.
And then we have a feather attached to it. So when we, if we've got a question, when we can take the feather out, ask that question, and people restrict themselves to that subject when they respond. And yeah, it's a form of, for me, it represents community sovereignty. And for me, that's the only way that we can change the world, through bringing power back to community rather than it be invested in elites.
Corner, and maybe we'll have some more peace around here. All right,
Yeah, that
thanks,
would be
guys.
great. Okay,
Take
Bless,
care.
thank you. Yeah.